Initially, my goal was to take a look at the outlay of licensure in Petersburg City Public Schools and to see what supports we had available to teachers and what supports needed to be available. And so initially I just started kind of to dig in and say, okay, how many provisionally licensed teachers do we have? How many fully licensed teachers do we have? What do we currently offer? And what areas or gaps do we need to fill? And so from some of that work, we've been able to create some partnerships that will help our provisionally licensed teachers. Essentially, for the steps that they need to take is really just making sure that you have an official transcript. That is important. We cannot do anything without an official transcript. Once you have that, we will review it and say, hey, I think you may be eligible for a math endorsement or an English endorsement. And then we would complete that paperwork with them and submit to the state. One of the things I want to ensure that we do a better job as a Human Resources Department is making sure that our workforce stays informed. And so that information also can be found on our website as far as the steps to licensure. I will be the first to say that Petersburg City Public Schools is a leading agent in the amount of resources that we provide our employees. Most recently, we actually became an official I Teach division, and that is important because it's an alternative route to licensure. So that is going to open up the door to so many more individuals than traditional routes to licensure. In addition to that, we have become a partner with Study.com. Study.com is a national resource where it allows you to prepare for all of the different assessments that you may need to take. Any individual who is coming in and they are provisionally licensed, we pay for all of your coursework towards initial licensure. In addition, we're also looking at creating some cohorts. There are some partners that we have available to our resource bank, and we're looking at trying to create cohorts, specifically a cohort for provisional teachers. And so most teachers come in, they may have to take like a Foundations of Education class, a classroom behavior and management class. This cohort will focus on those key areas or professional study courses and take the individuals through those classes. I think one of the things that the Human Resources Department will focus on as it relates to professional development is actual new teacher mentoring and new teacher coaching. We do hope to have a new teacher induction program launched at the start of the 24-25 school year, which will also capture some of those teachers who've come through in the past few years. We want to make sure that we afford the same opportunity to those individuals who have stuck with PCPS to gain and learn alongside with any new individuals that we bring on board. And so we're really excited about that opportunity. We plan to put some surveys out to hear from the voices of new teachers, what do you want to receive support in? Because I think that's important to make sure that we are taking into consideration their voice. So we're excited about that, but we're also excited about utilizing some of the resources that we already have at hand. And so one of the things we have Frontline as a division. Frontline has a professional development catalog that teachers can go on to at any time. And so when teachers come back for the 24-25 school year, and these are returning teachers who've been teaching 30 years or so, we are planning to do a training for each school to say this is how you use Frontline in terms of professional growth.
Our motivation behind helping out Petersburg Public Schools with the renovation of the field house really came from our key partnership with Petersburg Public Schools. We have had a great partnership for some time and really align very closely with our takes on education. Mr. Lawson came to us and said, we have this crazy idea. We need help to renovate our field house. And so we jumped right on board. And we luckily have community funds put into our strategic budget so that we can actually help with initiatives like this throughout the community. We want to be the resource that strengthens and rebuilds the community. And in order to do that, we have to show up. So for us, showing up and being part of the community and making a donation is super important, but also we are showing up to sporting events. We're coming to games. We are there with the community day in and day out. And we just hope that student athletes, community members, spectators, all see our commitment with inside of our community. Education is a big part of our business and why we do what we do, because we are here as a credit union to educate the Petersburg community on all the different ways that you can borrow, ways that you save, and then, of course, your future of purchasing homes or financing higher education. We hope that the community sees this partnership as the foundation and the building block for what our future in Petersburg has to hold.